consider that murder as they shoot first. Let's just consider that I'm going against someone who shoots me first, and I keep shooting, alright? If it's a black person, black people are crazy. If it's a white person, just nothing happens. I think black people just think we're murderers. See, if I wouldn't have shot, I would be dead. There's things like to pay attention to, like Tennessee versus Gardner, stuff like that. I fucking love Down Operator though. I get a lot of, like, I learn a lot from him. At least you're not out here to murder. They're out to, on my honor, I will never betray my badge, my honor, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and this agency I serve. So help me God. That is the police. Oh, right there. Okay. I have flags all over my room. Okay. So, but yeah. You think we're bad? Wait until you go to Russia or Brazil. The cops there don't give a fuck, okay? See, our cops, they'll shoot if they, like, they won't shoot if they feel threatened. Okay? They'll shoot if they feel threatened or if the suspect has a gun and is not complying, pretty much. Along that lines, like that. There's other, like, reasons why cops will shoot, but you get over there into other countries and stuff, they don't care. They will just take you out like nothing. But then you gotta think there's a lot of illegal imports, stuff like that in there. I'm gonna build a gun right quick. Why, dog? So, in America, there's a lot of shit going down because of, you know, cops. Some cops are bad. I get that. There's some bad cops out there. I'll admit. But you gotta think. Imagine getting a call of a, like, shooting, and then you get there and you get shot up. Okay. the frustration, like the Florida one that donut operator kind of broke down, where the Vasco, I don't remember where it was in Florida, but one of the officers got shot in the chest, and he like gave that suspect hell. Okay, well, first of all, the suspect was barricaded in a room with a woman, and the officer just got shot. Just think about it. If you're an officer and you get shot, what are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot back. Just I don't see why everybody think cops are bad. And people are making cops look bad because they're not giving enough information on it. Cop shot an unarmed black man. Well, he was armed. He just didn't know. I'll admit, there are some bad people. That's just stupid looking. Okay. There are some bad cops out there. You gotta stop and think. Cops go through shit every day. So yeah, I'm gonna just do some cop stuff, like some cop, what they would usually use. I'm also building all the guns I want. Well, I have, except the, okay, chill out. I mean, I do have shit, tons of guns, but there we go. Come on, where the f was he at? Okay. So I feel bad for the cops in UK though. They don't have guns. Should be semi-auto. And assault rifles is basically automatic.
Enemy at the top.
Let's talk about a little bit of Joe Biden too. He's a little bitch. I'm not kidding. Like, told us to get a double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun instead of an SMG. You gotta think of the little fucking girl, like the younger aged people. That's what some type of cops do. They just shoot until you're dead and then they keep shooting. That's what some cops do. That's what our cops do. They'll just keep yelling even after you're dead. Like, so LAPD in like the Las Vegas PD, whatever, they are keen on just so okay. So the Las Vegas PD mainly just either 1 or 2 tab. They don't shoot to kill, they shoot to.
Enemy at the car.
Hold on, I got a notification. Is he really using a crossfire? Yeah, he's using a crossfire, okay. Anyways, you gotta think, cops go through so much shit to keep people safe.
Enemy at the junkyard.
That's what people think we do. That's what people think cops do. Okay, that's what people think cops do. I'll show you what cops actually do. Hold on. Now see, they don't have this type of gun. They don't have that. They have this. I mean, they can have this if they're really fast with trigger finger. If they have like a good. Basically, cops. I don't fucking know right now. Hold on. Alright, you dumb shit. He's camping back there. He's all the way back there. Hey, kill me, dude. Need help. There you go. You got it. They have this, and then they have over here, they will, usually, they don't ever have bipods usually on them. They always have this, you know, all this stuff. Stock, definitely, that, like, usually don't have snipers. If they do, they will probably have like a 50, like a 308 or something like that. So, gonna make a 308 right quick. SPR right there, okay. Barrel, that, bipod, ammunition. Like the 338 Lapua or 300 Normag. It's like a 308 type. Put that on there. Stock, nothing. Laser, no. Oldest, one of these. Oh, bud, chill, man. So that's what they probably rock, you know, if they ever had a sniper. So what the, but that's more for like SWAT, hostage, stuff like that. Or if they're something like that, attack force, pretty much. But have you seen the video where the guy was running from the cops and shooting out of the car? Well, the deputy spread in front of the suspect and basically just did that, and was only shot once in the shoulder, but disabled the vehicle. That was a fully automatic. It was an 85. Single fire, I can make this thing almost automatic. Take that. Here's automatic. No, they really don't have like tech. Like they have to go in clear rooms, one by like one room at once. Fucking Russians, they just like get a tank and shoot it. Bored as fuck. Where's he at?
Are settlers and some lawyers are fighters.
Don't care. Everyone's at work.
Donut here. Before we get started on the Leo recap for today, I just wanted to show you guys some of the patches that you awesome people have been sending me. Shira sent me a Tonawanda Police patch. Mr. and Mrs. Blank sent me a San Mateo County Sheriff's patch. Mr. Oosterveen sent me a San Antonio Police patch with an awesome little Rat Busters challenge coin. I freaking love challenge coins. They sent me something on Williams on purpose. They said can't send real drugs to Williams instead of cat drugs. And they sent some Stinky's Cabinets. Dean Swords gonna love that. Thank you very much, CH. D-Twin sent me some Ohio State Defense Force patches and also an awesome Veterans Challenge coin that looks really worn in. I love it. Speaking of challenge coins, I'm going to be making a donut challenge coin that will also serve as a bottle opener. There's only going to be 100 made in 2017, and I'll try to do a limited release every year. I will let you guys know when those are out. They're going to be pretty sweet. And now for some law enforcement news, videos, and shenanigans. First off, I just want to say I have received dozens of messages of people asking me to review the nurse who was arrested for refusing to draw blood in Salt Lake City, and I am going to make a video on that, but that's when I need to really sit down and study the laws and go over all the information available. I will try my damnedest to get that video together this week. So far, I'm not really agreeing with what the officer did, but like I said, I'm going to do the research and look into it
sometimes
really,
doesn't agree.
really well before I make a decision, or before I do a
I've seen
video.
it where,
Yesterday we talked about the officer who said, hey, cops only kill black people. He was being sarcastic to a woman who was being a jackass. Everyone saw this as a chance to finally prove that these mean old police officers were all racist, and he was forced to resign. Well, they were going to fire him, so he said, no, fuck you, I'll do it first, I'm resigning. Another article was released after I did my Leo recap yesterday, and it turns out Lieutenant Greg Abbott will be getting his retirement. After 28 years of faithful service and no racist complaints from the Cobb County Police Department, he will be retiring, and he will be on a fishing boat or playing golf sometimes next week. It sucks that his career came to an end like this. Anyone can see that it was sarcasm. I don't agree that he said it, but at least he won't be losing his retirement. Next up, I just want to give a little praise to one of the more badass sheriffs that we've seen in a while. Of course, we've seen the news this week about Texas. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. It's estimated that there's $200 billion worth of damage done by the floods. And of course, as we've seen this week, also there's been a lot of looting. People are preying on other people who have lost their homes. Fort Bend County, Texas Sheriff Troy Nels has this warning to the looters.
We've heard of looting around the greater Houston area, specifically Harris County. As far as Fort Bend County, we haven't. I made a comment the other day that we support the Second Amendment here in Fort Bend County, and there are many of us that are armed. I would caution those that want to come and pray that our people here in Fort Bend County that are suffering so much right now, you may want to stay out of Fort Bend County because you could leave this county in a bag.
Yes, he did say you could leave this county in a bag. It's good to see a strong, no bullshit
That's a
sheriff.
two-tap.
He's probably a leader who will back his men up no matter what snarky comment they make. I don't mention foreign law enforcement very much in my videos because a lot of the time I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know their policies. I don't know how they're supposed to act. Blah, 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 blah. But I just wanted to mention this because it's pretty badass. On Thursday, an Islamic State suicide bomber tried to blow up a police station in Algeria. One of the officers who saw the suicide bomber come into the police station, and I'm sorry if I butchered your name, the suicide bomber, and it ended up protecting the lives of everyone inside the police station. Only one other officer lost his life aside from Taib Asai. That is some pretty badass stuff. May he rest in peace. Next up is a video I want to get your opinion on. It's been going around Facebook lately. People are calling police brutality. The police officer didn't have to do this. This incident video comes out of Huntington, West Virginia. Officer shows up on scene. Looks like it might be some kind of disturbance. This guy's drinking. He's obviously a little drunk. The officer starts to put him in handcuffs. He pulls away from the officer, and the officer does a leg sweep and drops him on his head. The last of it. The last good shit. Pretty hard. I think you might be out. From what the reports say, I can find the guy wasn't seriously injured. The officer took him to jail, and he slept it off in a drunk tank. Now, here's what I want to hear from you in the comments below. Do you think that was excessive force, or do you think the officer used the appropriate amount of force? Our main video of the day comes out of Kettering, Ohio. Officer Jonathan McCoy initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle with 3 occupants inside. He approached from the passenger side and asked everyone for their IDs. Everything seemed calm. Everything seemed okay. The passenger argued with him a little bit about why should he give him his ID, and then he said he doesn't have an ID, and then he gave a name. I'm not sure if it was a false name or not. Reports don't say that. Officer McCoy starts collecting information from them, but then he sees the butt of a pistol sticking out of the passenger's right pants pocket. Officer McCoy grabs the passenger's right arm. He says, don't reach for that pistol. McCoy gave the suspect, Jason Hoops, over 30 commands, said he was going to shoot him in the head, and he reached for the gun. Well, Hoops reached for the gun, and what do you think happened?
Hey, what's going on, guys? That driver's license with you?
Enemy at the cargo
Is the vehicle
container.
registered to you? Okay. Can you see your ID? Proof of insurance of the vehicle. Got your ID with you, buddy? Now, what's your name? What's that? I'm asking whoever everyone is in the car. You got your ID with you? Thank you, sir. Any ID with you, sir? What's your name? Where you guys headed to today?
Low on ammo.
Where's your house at?
Over off the third.
What's that?
It's over off the third.
Okay, what brings you in this neighborhood?
We were just at the Goodwill place.
Okay. Well, what brings you in this neighborhood?
We were going back home.
Okay.
I was going to
All
the
right.
house and get cigarettes. And then,
Okay. Were you stopping here in this neighborhood? Get cigarettes?
yeah.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Reach for that gun, I will shoot you in the head. Put your hands on the dash! Put your hands on the dash! Both hands on the dash now! Now! Slam! Hands on the dash!
Sorry.
77 Cruise Code 3.
Sorry.
Hands on the dash!
Do it.
Hands on the dash! Do not move! Do not move! Your hands up, too! Your hands up! On the dash. Do not move. Do not move. You reach for that gun, I will blow your brains out. You can understand me. Hands up! Hands up, I'll shoot you. Ma'am, stay in the car! Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Do not do anything stupid. Do not do anything stupid.
Is it down?
Relax. 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 Shots fired! Shots fired! Hands up! Do not reach for that gun! Do not reach for that gun! Ma'am, get on the ground! Ma'am, get on the ground! Ma'am, get on the ground!
I've tried to watch this video.
Yes, for now. I've got one down to seven. That's why I'm explaining.
Jason Hoops died from being shot a bunch of times, and no one else inside of the van was injured. And that's going to wrap up this Leo recap for today. Like I said, let me know if that video we watched earlier was a little bit excessive. Just give me your opinion on it in the comments below. We're going to have a very special super duper stream tonight. I am turning 30 at midnight, so we're going to hang out, we're going to shit talk, we're going to have some drinks, and whatever happens, happens. So please tune in to my live stream tonight. Should be happening around 9:30ish. We'll see. Everyone, please have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. It's a long weekend. I will see you all later tonight.
When we started Carvana, they told us that selling cars 100% online wouldn't work. But we went.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. If you want to protect yourself online, you're going to need a virtual private network. NordVPN has so many features and offers so much protection, you'd be a crazy person not to check them out. Some of my favorite features about Nord. Did you know this streaming services offer different content depending on what country you're in? Not only that, some countries restrict what you can watch or see on their internet. With NordVPN, you can choose exactly what country's internet you want to see. Another cool feature is that there is no data logging because the headquarters is in Panama. No one will ever find out about all that SpongeBob watching, whether it's desktop or mobile. Right now, do your plan at a huge discount at NordVPN.com/DonutOperator and use code DonutOperator to get one additional month free. Totally risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's get on to the video. Hi everyone, Donut here. We'll get right on to this little Jeremy DeWitt thing happening. I haven't done a video about him yet. Popo's done four videos? Three, something like that. If you haven't heard of Popo Medic, he is what has been described as me when I made good videos. So go check his YouTube channel out. That's how I found out about him, because people on Reddit were like, wow, this is like when Donut made good videos. Jeremy DeWitt was on Dr. Phil today, and he's been all over the internet, especially police type content YouTube channels for the past 2 years maybe. Dr. Phil actually did a pretty good summary of who he is. So let's go over who he is. Jeremy owns his own funeral escort company, but says he's being falsely accused of impersonating a police officer. So he's being falsely accused of impersonating a police officer. That's what Jeremy says. We're going to talk about that. And if convicted, could face up to 85 years in prison. Jeremy says videos from his funeral processions have been leaked online, received millions of views, which they have. Shout out to Real World Police channel. And as a result, he is being victimized in his community and misrepresented in the media. Is Jeremy playing cop or just doing his job? He says he's not impersonating police officers, or he's not trying to be police officers. He's just running a simple funeral escort business. Wait, high risk, right?
High risk, special operations, Special Forces, Delta SEAL.
He's allegedly, though, impersonating a police officer. Jeremy's on Dr. Phil. I'll just summarize it because we're going to watch some of his videos. He's on here saying, I'm not impersonating a police officer.
Self-defense purposes.
It's zombies because it's a funeral escort business, in case they come back from the dead. So his company is called Metro State, and this is what he wears. And
Drip too refined for the horsepower. Gotta run another secret tower. Know that I'm here for a reason. Car so cold.
Before we get started, I want to thank Big Daddy Unlimited for sending me a bunch of cool stuff recently. Sent me a couple thousand freedom seeds. You know what I'm saying? You know, freedom seeds for the big igloo. Speaking of, is anyone kind of disappointed that the Rona hasn't turned into zombies yet? Hi everyone, Donut here. It's okay that I look like a homeless person. I don't care if I look like the guy from the Warriors, that I look like a hippie and his dog, that I look like Post Malone, that I look like Florida Man, that I don't look like myself, that I look drunk, that I look like a feral, that I look like whoever this is, that I look like John Rambo, the Aliens guy. Man, my hair do be looking like that. That I look like Johnny Badass on Stranger Things. That I look like Cut Your Goddamn Hair. That I look like Post Marijuana Lawn. Because in the end, I'm going to have beautiful, flowing Brandon Herrera hair.
I know it.
I'm basically going to be Brandon Herrera with more capitalism and less communism. What's going on? I haven't posted a video in a while, and here's a big old Leo recap for you guys. Well, recap time. Crime review. Illinois, a mayor ordered police to crack down on social gatherings, and they found his wife at a bar. That's an oopsie. The mayor in Illinois pleaded with residents last week to follow the state's stay-at-home laws. These are very serious times. I'm begging you to please stay at home, Grant Walker, mayor of Alton, Illinois, said in a briefing. Less than 48 hours later, police broke up a gathering at Hiram's Tavern in downtown Alton. Among those in attendance were Walker's wife. Good job, Mayor Walker. I got some good news, guys. The pandas are f***ing again. The zoo has been trying to get 2 pandas to mate for 10 years. When coronavirus shut the zoo down, the pandas finally did. Good job, pandas. You're finally f***ing to save your own species instead of being big, stupid idiots. Uh-oh, we got some bad news. They took this man's marijuanas. Man caught with rucksack of cannabis tells police, I'm buying in bulk due to lockdown. That makes complete sense, okay? Popular preacher Pat Robertson blames the coronavirus on oral sex and lady chemicals. He said, and I quote, hold on, what would his voice sound like? I don't know what his voice sounds like. I'm gonna try this one. Some of these youngins are doing all kind of unnatural things with their sex organs. When people do that, they transfer all kinds of chemicals from ladies' private parts, and that's where I think the virus came from. We never had this kind of thing when I was coming up, but no one was committing oral sex back then. Oh, so blowies were just invented in the past 100 years. Gotcha. Lady chemicals causing the Rona. You know who I think called the Rona? That bitch Carol Baskin! Even though I look like a dirty hippie, let's get serial for a minute, guys. This is a really cool story that I came across today. Modern body cameras were created by a pizza delivery guy who was tired of getting shot at. After serving in the U.S. Marine Corps, Richard Davis opened a pizzeria off 7 Mile of Detroit. Oh, that's why he was getting shot at. He was living the next street over from Eminem. One night, the delivery took him through the back alley and he was up at gunpoint. Weeks later, another one came to the same address. This time, he came prepared with a .22 revolver hidden under the pies. The same robbers tried the same stunt, but he was ready. A gunfight broke out. He took one round to the back of the leg and another grazed his temple. He managed to get all 4 shots at his attackers, leaving 2 of his 3 attackers wounded. Police seized their recovery his team He had nothing but $70 to his name. Meanwhile, over at DuPont Labs, they just made a breakthrough in tire technology. They were using a new, lightweight, super strong synthetic fabric called Kevlar. Hello, everyone. Welcome to, I guess you could say, Spoiled Mayo Episode 2. So why did this one take so long? I can tell you that it's not because Daddy Mayo threatened me with legal action, saying that I was putting his team in danger. I really just said what I needed to say. I think I proved my point. And he said, hey, you made a lot of false assumptions and said a bunch of stuff that was wrong. And I said, Patty, tell me what I said wrong, and I will absolutely correct myself. He just never said anything to me again. So, Patty, if you're watching this and you make any false statements, just let me know, and I'll make a whole new video correcting myself. With that being said, I don't not like Patty. I respect his hustle, honestly. He's got like 3 million subs in the past year. And the pineapple guy thing was funny. It was really funny.
Don't tase me. That shit just stings. What's safe for his pineapple juice?
I mean, that alone got like 1 billion views on Facebook and really skyrocketed his channel to, what, 4-point-something million subs. When I made Spoiled Mayo episode 1, he had less than 1 million subs. I never planned on making another episode again until some things started popping up on Twitter. I've been very busy over the past 6 months. I can barely contain myself. The season premiere is sooner than you think. Hashtag DBSO. And then in his background, he's got him with a sheriff's vest on. He's walking towards his cruiser there. First and foremost, if you watch his content, cool. It can be pretty entertaining. He's got the formula down. He's obviously doing something right with the tremendous amount of growth that his channel has had. The thing that bothers me about this whole new show that he's running is that he has 4 million subs, most of whom are impressionable young teenagers, and he doesn't tell anyone that he's not really a cop. This is a problem for me and for all of law enforcement because he doesn't conduct himself professionally as a law enforcement officer, and a lot of those young impressionable teenagers are going to look at his videos and say, oh, that's how a cop acts. Since he released his new video the other day for his new series, the BDSO, I probably had 300 or 400 people send me messages on Twitter like, look at this, you need to do a video about it. Well, there it is. So the pictures start popping up, and I asked myself, along with a few other officers who I know, who would give old Patty Flag My Partner Mayo a badge? Thus, the research began, and I have come to the assumption, I'm guessing, that he's not a police officer. Well, let's start with DBSO. What does it stand for? Patty is California-based. Public records show this, and even says in his channel description. His partner, Zach Holman, on all the bounty hunter stuff, is a stringer based in California. He actually had a Netflix special called Shot in the Dark that received reviews like the most tasteless show of 2017, and Shot in the Dark, pure, undiluted rubbernecking, feeding on human misery. We're getting off topic. DBSO, DBSO, not the BDSM Police Department, you dirty birdies. Let's start with California and the surrounding states. There's no BDSO. Well, there's one in New Mexico, and they only have like 5 officers, and I talked to them. He doesn't work for them. There's no BDSO in Nevada, Washington, Arizona, or Oregon. On both sides of his patrol vehicle, you can see a little sticker that says accreditation. Well, this is a CALEA Law Enforcement Accreditation sticker. It stands for the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. They do all these checks and audits, and if you follow their standards, then it's harder for people to sue your agency. Well, there's only one sheriff's department in all of California that holds its accreditation, and that's the Alameda County Sheriff's Office. There is no DBSO with a CALEA accreditation in all of California. There is a Diamond Bar agency in California, DBSO, but that's actually just a substation of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, and he's definitely not that too. Moving along to the expired tags, pull over, run it through control, and initiate a traffic stop. Oh no, Patty doesn't have a dash cam. Control 420. His badge number is 420. Come on, guys. Okay, so the car that they pull over is an Oregon plate. So, hey, maybe Patty commutes to Oregon for his sheriff's deputy job. But then why didn't he say that it was an Oregon tag when he ran it through dispatch?
Bring me a tag, X-ray, Delta, Kilo, 154.
Which just kind of goes back to my earlier argument of there's not a DBSO in Oregon. And the only CALEA accredited sheriff's department in Oregon is the Washington County Sheriff's Department. So now we have an initial approach to the vehicle.
How you doing, sir? Deputy Mayo with the Sheriff's Department. Do you have your driver's license and proof of insurance registration for me?
I'm Deputy Mayo with the Sheriff's Department. Unless he's recently changed his name legally to Mayo, I don't see any department allowing somebody to give out a nickname. I just want to throw out there, too, that there's no patch on his vest, there's no name tag, there's not even DBSO on it. Another thing I want to point out is, according to Article 7 of the California Legislature for emergency vehicle lights, they are required to have at least one steady burning red warning lamp, which this police car does not. At 9:22, guy doesn't give consent to search, and it looks like he gets agitated when Patty puts a hand in his pocket. A fight breaks out. Patty says, hands on, hands on. I've never heard anyone personally say hands on, and the partner gingerly strolls over to the fight. One important point I'd like to bring up about this part is the lack of radio traffic. Well, not just here, honestly. The video's 43 minutes long, and they're the only people on the radio the entire time. Okay, go through control, I'm fighting.
Get off the vehicle.
He's fighting someone and his voice is a little different. He says, I'm fighting over the radio. You don't hear anyone else respond. If an officer hears another officer fighting, especially coming over the radio and saying, I'm fighting, then you're gonna get some response. You're probably gonna hear something. 420 code 3. Somebody's gonna radio that they're coming to help you, so you know that's coming. So they gently set Billy on the ground. Teresa starts acting full too. They gently set her on the ground. Teresa and Billy are arrested for resisting arrest, and they're placed into the back of his patrol car. They're put in the cage. By the way, while we're talking about it, I can't find Teresa or Billy in any arrest database. So Patty places them in the back of the patrol car, and then he argues with them for a while. You don't argue with people you're arresting like that, and you definitely don't say things like this.
I will choke you out with your sweatshirt if you don't stop. Smart? God! No, you're smart enough. If I start slamming shit on you, I will show you my fucking taser. You pull away from me again, but y'all being dumbasses, and I'm not buying any of it.
That's why your car's getting towed tonight. It's just asshole tax.
Next time you get pulled over by the police, don't act like a dickhead, right?
Honestly, I'm not going to analyze the entire video. We're not going to sit here and do this. While searching around on Google using Patty's name and paramotor, I happened to come across an article from 2012 in Massachusetts where a guy named Patrick Tarmy was arrested for disorderly conduct because he was flying around a paramotor on 9/11, and it freaked a bunch of people out. Paramotors weren't very big in 2012 apparently, and so people saw this paramotor, this guy on the paramotor flying around above them on and they got a little worried, and they called the police. The charges against Patrick Tarmy ended up being dismissed after he paid a $50. And subscribe using Amazon Prime, or you can hit up donutoperator.com for some super sweet merch. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.
Some lawyers are settlers, and some lawyers are fighters. Call Ken Nunn. Remember, the lawyer who cuts corners can end up costing you a lot of money. Ken Nunn is a real Indiana fighter who always fights for the big check. Call Ken Nunn.
At Hendricks, safety is about integrity.
We've been out in front of management of the pandemic and the care of our patients since the beginning, because we take it very seriously.
We're here to protect our patients.
Safety helps promote
Enemy incoming. Weapons ready.
care at thisishendricks.org.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Welcome to Crime Shooty Shoot Talk with Bro Nut. Today we're going to be talking about why Sergeant Timothy Grammond started carrying 5 rounds of ammunition on. On August 25th, 2008, Officer Grammond was taking a quick breath 45 caliber rounds. 6 of these were fatal wounds to his heart, right lung, left lung, liver diaphragm, and right kidney. They were all fatal wounds, but they weren't immediately fatal. Grammond's now back in his patrol car, prone down in the grass beside it, while the suspect was shooting over the top of the car. When the suspect peeked under the car to see where Grammond was located, Grammond squeezed off a controlled burst of 3 rounds, striking the suspect 3 times in the head. 2 rounds struck on each side of his mouth, and 1 hit him right in the top of the head, ending the gunfight. The suspect finally went down. When medics arrived on scene, he was still showing vital signs. The gunfight lasted only 56 seconds. The suspect had a fully loaded SKS with a 30-round magazine in the passenger seat of his car that he fortunately didn't pull out. The suspect's guns were also linked to 4 homicides in Chicago. Grammond ended the gunfight with only 4 rounds left in his last magazine. As far as injuries go for Grammond, he did have a small aortic shrapnel wound in his shin. Grammond was taken to the same emergency room that the suspect was, and while he was in triage, he heard a surgeon angrily yell, "Why did the cop have to shoot him so many times?" He now carries a 9mm Glock with 18 rounds in it, 3 mags, 17 rounds apiece, and 2 33-round Glock magazines in his vest. In total, he carries around 145 rounds of 9mm on his person. You can hear Officer Grammond tell his story on the Proton podcast on the description. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Crime Talk with Donut. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by clicking that join button right beside the subscribe button. You can go to patreon.com/donutoperator, or you can get some super sweet merch at donutoperator.com. Tonight we will be playing Bork Nom Nom Bingo on my YouTube channel. Please come hang out and play with me. So you can play with me. It's going to be great. Please have a fantastic day.
How about that?
We treat every customer like we would treat our own moms. With care and respect. To us, the little things are the big things. Which is why we do everything in our power to treat every customer like we would treat our own moms. Because that's what they deserve.
Jason, I need you to turn around and look at yourself in the mirror right now. There is one thing that I taught you. To hold your
Here's steel and in large areas where we find size, full green color, that's any flush. Would you?
Double. We have to go relaunch the storm drain. That should be quite a task. These storm drains are actually pretty heavy, so I don't know if I want to do it. You seen a storm drain loose around here?
Hello everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to watch an incident together that took place in Euclid, Ohio, where a man had passed out inside of his vehicle at an intersection. This man is hammered drunk, and I'm going to try my best to translate for you fine people out there. Hey! 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 Wake up! What's up? Honestly, the fuck are you? Honestly, are you a police officer? You're a child. I'm a police officer. How did you sleep in this intersection? How did you create that situation? You said you parked in front of the guy so the guy can't take it. And it may feel green. Okay. He says, I'm walking. I know above my rights. I'm glad we know that he's walking now. We can just pack it up and go home. It's clear that he is walking, right? What are you drinking today? You alright? They tried to do that to me. Alright. I overstand everything. Okay. I overstand everything and I'm understanding. Worried because you're sleeping in this intersection. You tired? That's embarrassing that I never have. I don't want you to do that. Only drinks you have, anything that only brings you behalf, you capitalize upon it. You have your ID on you? Do you have your ID on you? Yeah. Let me see it. You're sleeping in an intersection, Mayfield and Green. It's not crime to do that. It's not crime to sleep passed out drunk in your car in the middle of an intersection on a busy road. It's not a crime. It's a fucking crime, dude. It is a crime. You're holding up traffic. Look at all the cars behind you. Let me see your ID. I haven't committed an emergency. ID. Can I see your ID, please? It's told you, and you're also not wearing your seatbelt. As soon as you commit me with an investigation, this is who thinks he is being so smart right now. I haven't moved. Your car's parked at the intersection, Mayfield and Green. I love the cars, right? They're moving. You're parked. I was going to move. You stopped me from moving. Okay. Do me a favor and let me see the keys of the car real quick. Okay, I'm telling you the reason why I'm stopping. Took him a minute. He had to remember those big words, probable cause. He said as soon as you present new probable cause. I'm putting his yes.
make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Where you live at?
I live in LA. I just moved up here like I just came up here like 5 hours ago. I literally, I'm going to my mom's house, 14801. I'm going there right now to go to sleep.
1408 where?
14801.
Florida Avenue? Where's that at?
I'm going to sleep. I literally just left.
Okay.
I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay, yeah. Just let me see your ID.
But I haven't committed it.
I told you the reason why I stopped you. Yes, you're sleeping in the middle of the gas station. You're holding on traffic, and you're not wearing your seatbelt.
I didn't sleep.
I'm not arguing with you about
I don't
this.
want to argue.
Okay, then let me see your ID.
I'm going to talk about
I have problems with your identification. You're sleeping in the intersection. You're impeding traffic. Yes.
So sleeping.
Impeding traffic, not wearing your seatbelt.
He's being very patient with him. I would have already pepper sprayed his feet or tased his car tires.
Sleeping. Stop right there. Is illegal.
Okay. I love his logic behind this. Sleeping is illegal. That's what you're telling me, Mr. Policeman? Sleeping's not illegal. But didn't he just say he wasn't sleeping?
No, man, you're honest.
Can I have a key to
Car. I'm going to. I'm not committing crime. There's no one in injury. There's no damage to any vehicle. Wait.
According to Black's Law Dictionary, there needs to be an injured party. What is your corpus delicti? Next thing you know, he's going to bust out maritime law.
Before you open my vehicle, before you open my vessel,
Sentry deployed.
fire more vessel. Fire more vessel. I just want to let you know that you're committing a crime right now.
I need you to step out of the vehicle right
I
now.
have not done anything wrong.
Step over to the back of the car.
Oh man, they done opened this vessel up. I don't know what's going to happen now. That's why they call them road pirates. This fucking road pirate right here is harassing this innocent man in his vessel, trying to seize its booty.
Come on.
I have the right to ask under whose authority. I have the right.
Marine plastic pollution. It's threatening our planet. It's us versus plastic waste. So sign up on the Adidas Running app. Because for every kilometer you run, Adidas and Parley will clean up the equivalent weight of 10 plastic bottles from our beaches and islands.
Sentry comes down.
With your help, and through Parlay's Global Cleanup Network, we aim to clean up 500,000 pounds of marine plastic debris. So lace up and help end plastic waste. Let's run for the oceans together.
Just tell me what I need to know. Where is it?
It's on the beach, Ocean Views. It was supposed to be a surprise.
She doesn't like surprises, Dave.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Booking a trip can feel dramatic, but with free cancellation, you can't go wrong with Hotels.com. Hi everyone, Dono here, and welcome to the Florida Man channel. Today we're going to talk about, you guessed it, Jake Paul and Rice Gum peddling gambling websites to children. What better way to celebrate that in 2018 better than looking at some of the best Florida Man headlines of the year. I'm not talking about the fake ones like the guy who drank all the cookie. This one that you guys keep tagging me in probably about 400 times last year is not real. He didn't really break into a Burger King and drink gallons of deep frying oil, although it looks like he may have. That one didn't happen. The stories we're going to look at are honest to God true. The Florida Man admits to having relations with a miniature pony, sheriff says. Witnesses state that they saw the 21-year-old man have relations with a pony named Jackie G. According to deputies, admitted to having relations with the miniature pony 4 times. Sparno said he used a rubber but naked as a jaybird, standing there gyrating. Peterson saw his clothes scattered on her back porch, but before her granddaughter could call the police, she figured on giving a new dude a fright. She popped out her teeth and shouted, "Grandma, no teeth." I don't know about you guys, but no teeth and all gum would make me gyrate faster. And I said that. The man admits to printing fake money in a library and selling it on Facebook. He told deputies that he printed legal printable money from Pinterest at the public library and then tried to sell it on Facebook. Outstanding. Florida man caught in child sexting, claimed he wanted to see undercover police in action. Then Florida called the child sexting, and he thought it would be cool to see it in action. The president says it's okay to let Tampa man accused of Florida man arrested after lying about Hooters sign falling on his foot, detectives say. So this guy got an attorney and tried to say that the O in the Hooters sign fell off and landed on his foot. So he wanted $50,000 for treatment and $175,000 in total to settle the injury claim. But according to the manager, him and some friends entered the store with the fallen sign and asked for food and drinks in exchange for the stolen O. When employees did not cave into their demands, they left the store with the sign. They went in there with the Hooters property and said, "We'll give you your property if you give us food and drink." Man shot after refusing shot. 39-year-old Florida man shot another 39-year-old Florida man in the foot Tuesday evening at a bar after the victim refused a shot of alcohol that the gunman had offered him. There's Florida man shooting at people's feet for not doing shots. Florida man steals ambulance after being released from hospital. In a police report, he told investigators he stole a red ambulance because he needed a car. That's the best damn way to do it right there. I don't think he should be driving away from the hospital. Florida couple built drive-through window at mobile home to sell drugs. They look exactly like two people I think would do that. They had turned their kitchen window into a drive-thru so customers would not have to constantly enter and exit their home, potentially drawing unwanted attention. Because having a drug drive-thru on the side of your house isn't going to attract attention at all, especially the sign that says open and close. They even had signs that directed people where to drive. Yeah, that's not going to attract the narcs at all. Florida candidate says alien abduction doesn't define her. U.S. House candidate Bettina Aguilera has a long list of accomplishments to bolster her campaign in Florida, but she's perhaps known for claiming that she was abducted by space aliens as a child. Aguilera says she was taken aboard a spaceship and that thousands of non-human squirrels were once discovered in a cave in the Mediterranean island of Malta. Aliens telepathically long after the abduction. She is a Florida City Council member. See, there is City Council members. City Council members are always ducking butts. Or they're just complete assholes to everybody else. Florida man finds a top playground within the Clearwater Park and tells kids where babies come from. I watched Ryan walk over to the busy playground area and climb to the top of one of the children's toys that was being occupied by the children between the ages of 4 to 6. He then started shouting from the top, telling the children that babies come out of women, and used a vulgar term in doing so. Florida man who stole ice cream truck charged with burglary, car theft, and weed possession. Listen here, boys and girls, munchies are some bitch, but don't steal the whole ice cream truck. Oh God, you guys are sending me links to this dude. Florida hospital security guard who goes by Paul Flart online fired after documenting his farts at work for 6 months. 31-year-old Doug, a security guard, filled visitors with joy in a hospital lobby with farts. But in the end, it cost him his job. The lobby has really great acoustics, and naturally, we all fart, Doug told Vice. One day, I ripped a rather nice one and got really good sound from it, so the next time it happened, I recorded it and sent it to my group chat. Let me show you guys his Instagram. Just look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Look, literally every single video on this guy's Instagram is him farting. Yes, these are all just him farting. Florida boy gets trapped inside arcade claw machine. Darwinism at its finest. Look at that kid. I thought this one was another one of those fake ones, like the guy drinking the oil. It's one of the real ones. Florida man wanted to